Hello, my beauties, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the Ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Today, in honor of Valentine's Day, I decided to do another pick-a-pile reading, and this is going to be a reading for love. So anyone who has any questions surrounding your love life, this reading today is for you. So I invite you right now to pick a pile. You can pause this video if you like. Just set the intention that you be drawn to the pile that's right for you. And then play the video again. And I will timestamp below the times that each of these different readings began. Deck number 1 has this beautiful quartz crystal. We have deck number 2 here with this gorgeous labradorite sphere. And we have, oh, interesting. I picked labradorite for 2 of them. We have another piece of labradorite decorating deck number 3 here. So choose your poison, if you will, and we will get started here. And we'll just see what the cards have to say. I'm going to get these out of the way here for a minute so we can focus on deck number 1. So for all of you who chose deck number 1, what is your love reading? Clear. What is going on in the love lives of deck number 1? And I do, as I'm shuffling, want to wish you all a happy Valentine's Day. Whatever that means to you, if it means anything. These readings are not Valentine's Day specific. They're just the general love energies that are going on for people right now. So let's see, what do we have here? First card out for deck number 1 is the 6 of Pentacles, Equality. All right, we're liking that. Let's get some more information here. And then we have the 4 of Swords, Healing and Recovery. And one more card here. Let's get one more card to go on. Okay, and we got 2. We got Soul Searching, the Hermit card, coming out with Heavy Burdens, which would be the 10 of Wands. And so what I'm feeling is that somebody withdrew here in order to do a little bit of soul searching, do a little bit of healing. There was healing that needed to occur, almost like there was not this equality, this even exchange of energy was needed, but it wasn't necessarily being given. And I feel like whoever this is going to resonate with, this was an ongoing theme. And so this was something that you may have experienced in your relationship, but this was ongoing throughout your life. Just a lot of burdens that you were carrying, a lot of things that you were carrying. And I feel like part of what you are understanding or realizing is, or trying to figure out, is like, what is yours to carry and what is not. And you're really seeing how your relationship really mirrored or mirrors, for those of you, this feels as though it could be either a connection in separation, or this could just be what's going on in the relationship right now where one person is pulling away. It could be different for different people, I'm feeling. But there is this soul searching. It's like coming to the realization that this even give and take, this even exchange of energy is just an issue in general. It's a reflection of something else. So you're not receiving this in your relationship, but you're also not receiving this in other areas of your life because you give too much. You carry too much. You give some things that aren't necessarily you carry things that aren't necessarily yours. And so it's really taking that step back to understand what is mine and what is not. And to begin to realize the importance of requiring as much energy, as much love, as much to require that you receive as much as you give in all of your relationships, not just your love relationships, but in all of your relationships. This is part of the lesson. And then we have coming out here the 3 of Swords, Heartache. The 11, Soul Contract, Justice. And then we have the Lovers, Twin Flame Connection. The Ace of Cups, love initiation. And the High Priestess, hidden knowledge. So this is quite a spread coming out here, you guys. Yeah, so there's absolutely some heartache and some pain involved. And some of this heartache and pain was necessary. There was a soul contract here for you to experience this. And part of it was so that you could realize and understand the ways that you were working with your own energy. So that you could understand your own energy better. And so this very well could be a twin flame connection here, where there was a contract to mirror back that energy to you, to show you where you were mismanaging your own energy, and how to really come back into owning your own energy. You had to learn how to do that. You had to learn how to pull yourself back, how to put down those burdens, how to put down all this stuff, how to differentiate between whose energy was yours and whose wasn't. I feel it's like a meshing of energy almost, where it got to the point where, and this wasn't just necessarily in your romantic connection. Remember, this is possibly in all connections. It got to the point where you just couldn't distinguish what was yours and what was other people's anymore. Whoever this reading is for, you may be very empathic. And so you were taking a lot of those energies. And so it's really like a detox as far as that's concerned. Needing to detox from all of that energy and really learn and look at, like, what is it that I am demanding? What is it that I am asking for myself? And what is it that I need? And there was definitely a lot of pain and a lot of heartbreak that possibly feels like it is going on right now. So this could very well be people in separation, where there wasn't that reciprocity, and you were just feeling really weighed down, and so you had to pull back your energy. Yeah, but this was a soul contract. This was a soul contract for you to go through this and for you to experience that. But there's definitely more here. I mean, I see with the Lovers, the Ace of Cups, and the High Priestess, I feel as though there's going to be a lot that is revealed to you as you go deeper into this understanding of yourself, as you release all of what doesn't belong to you, and then you figure out what does, like, what is mine, and why am I carrying that, and do I want to carry that anymore? Do I want to identify with that, or do I want to allow myself to transform? You will absolutely be able to transform. Yeah. So for some of you guys, I feel like the person that you're dealing with is possibly your twin flame energy. And for others of you, I feel like this person and this situation and everything that you've learned through this process was sort of, that was the soul contract. That was the partner that came in to teach you that, to prepare you to meet your twin flame. And that's sort of what's coming next. But I feel like for some of you guys, this person actually is, and it's just, they're mirroring back all of that stuff to you for you to look at and for you to really understand. And when you are able to, and it's interesting because sometimes people think that we're meant to be with our twin flames. We aren't always. And so you may have a twin flame connection that was them preparing you. Like, this may have been or may be a twin flame connection, but it may be preparing you for something else. That's part of this hidden knowledge, is who is preparing you for who kind of energy. And so really I don't even think you have to worry about trying to figure that out. I feel like really all you have to do is stay centered in, just learn how to get centered in your own energy. Learn that process of deciphering what is yours and what is not. And really reflect upon and think about the ways that you give away your energy, the ways that you give away your power, and how you can, how is that healthy and how is that not? And how can you sort of redistribute your energy and redistribute your resources so that you're not draining yourself in the process. Let's get Yeah, I want to get a little information here. Clear. All right, with this original person here, with this original person, what is the energy? What is the energy between? What's the energy going on here in this connection? What is the energy going on here in this connection with this person that we've retreated from? And so we have past life soulmate. You've had many past lives together. And then we have reflect. We attract soulmates based on the lessons we need for growth. Is this hindering or supporting you? So this energy is definitely somebody that you've known in many, many lives, right? So this is somebody, so yeah, that would clarify that a little bit. And so this is somebody who's preparing you to meet your twin flame, it looks like. Is sort of the energy that's coming through here. A past life soulmate that you have a very deep connection with. That you're possibly... They're coming into your life, like we said, the reflection, right? To mirror back to you things that you need to learn and see so that you can grow. And then you can move into and be ready for the love that's waiting for you. For the next connection that is waiting for you. Tell me a little more. And that's sort of why you pull back your energy. To figure out, is this hindering me or is this supporting me anymore? Am I growing? If it seemed like you needed to grow more alone than with this person. And then it says triggers. Emotional baggage is running the show. Retrain the internal so the external can change. Yeah, so that's that process of pulling away. That retraining the internal. Really looking at the things that were triggering you. What are they reflecting to you that's ready and wants to be healed within yourself. And once you can understand that, you'll be able to move forward into like a beautiful love that is waiting for you. Maybe with this person, maybe with a divine counterpart. Yes. And so let's see. I also want to, let's get a little more clear. Let's get some information on what is needing to be healed. What is needing to be healed here? What is being reflected that needs to be healed? What is being reflected that needs to be healed? Let's get a little information on that. And so we got numbing that came out. We have guide. And then we have the answer is no, which is interesting. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have inner child. So the inner child is wanting to be healed here. The inner child is wanting to be healed. There could be, it's like not acknowledging your feelings. I feel like that's what it's saying. Like emotional baggage is running the show, but you're not aware of what that emotional baggage is because you're perhaps not really allowing yourself to feel it or get in touch with it. And so it's really about learning how to get in touch with your emotions. That's why you pay attention to those triggers and you really look at, instead of hiding it or suppressing it, you look at what it's bringing up. And so this person is a guide for you, helping to show you, helping to guide you, and helping you to navigate this path right now. Helping you to go deeper within yourself, to get past this numbing stage into like the real emotion that's underneath there. Tell me more. Anything else here? And then we have surrender and received. Tell me more about what is the received. Twin flame. Interesting. Okay. I feel like what the answer is no, what it's really trying to say here is like this is sort of what you needed to learn how to say sometimes. You needed to learn how to say no. And the way that they may have reflected that back to you was by saying no to you when you wanted them to say yes, or when you feel like you needed them to say yes. And so you needed to learn how to say no. Because that comes back to that even exchange of energy, right? It's that understanding of like learning those boundaries, learning how to like saying no is saying yes to yourself, right? We say that all the time. So it's like you learning how to say yes to yourself and how to say no when you need to say no. And so they were sort of a guide for you in that respect too, kind of showing you that. Yeah. And with this numbing, this can sometimes reflect addiction issues or things like that as well. But it was really a lot of that teaching you boundaries, teaching you the art of saying no, right? The art of protecting your energy and your space, and really understanding how your energy is being affected by people and situations. And yeah, I feel like received twin flame. I feel like as soon like your guidance is to surrender the situation. You're learning how to surrender, how to stop trying to control a situation, stop trying to make it work, and just let the cards fall where they may. And when that happens, when you're ready to do that, it's almost like this letting go, this releasing, this taking that step back to really reflect on all of this stuff, to really do that inner child work, do that boundary work, do that work of sifting through your own energy, cleaning up your energy, putting down what is not yours, right? That process of surrendering and letting go of this and of doing that work is going to bring in, yeah, it is. It's going to bring in your twin flame. It's going to bring in that divine counterpart for you that is a match for your energy. And it may not be this person. It may not be this person. Let's get one more card. Do we have one more card to clarify that? And then we have conclusion and deception. Yeah. So it may not be the person that this reading is about, this past life soulmate. I feel as though that was a relationship that was preparing you for what's to come. We have solitude on the bottom of the deck here. I feel as though that was preparing you. Yeah. Grief and free will. Yeah. Conclusion. Although conclusion and deception. So I don't know. With a deceptive conclusion, it may almost seem like that makes it seem like things feel like they're over, but they're not. So I think it's really going to depend. But yeah, I do feel for a lot of you, regardless of that it is this energy will then be calling in your divine counterpart. It's like this is the love initiation that prepares you for that relationship next. Yeah. 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 So, I don't know. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope that you found it helpful. It's just taking that time for you guys right now, taking that time with this beautiful energy on the day that we're recording this of Valentine's Day. It's just like, take that time to love yourself. Take that time to really go within, to really sort through all of those energies that we talked about and really learn and grow. Like every soul connection that we have is beautiful and valuable because it teaches us what we need to learn next and it prepares us for the next thing. If you guys need any assistance with this, please reach out to me. I would love to give you a personal reading, possibly an energy healing to help sift through some of these energies. Those can be incredibly beneficial and incredibly helpful. So all of my information is in the description box below. I love you and I appreciate you so very, 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 very much. All right. And I'm not as adept at all of the technical stuff as other people, so I'm going to prepare for the next one. I'm not going to actually turn the camera off for this. Clear. Yeah. Separation card popping out there. Yeah. And I mean, as you guys, I'm sure you guys know, don't ever take what a reading says as fact. For some of you guys, this could be your twin flame energy. Clear. This could be a person that you are going to reunite with. I mean, you never really know. Take the aspects of it that resonate. I know for me, anytime that I watch readings in order to try to figure this stuff out, they can only be so helpful because really I have to come to the conclusions and I have to figure it out for myself. I still will watch them all the time, even to this day. You know, I do get pulled into it and they're fun, but at the end of the day, we're the only one that can make those decisions and figure that stuff out for ourselves. All right. So now we're going to move on to pile number 2, or deck number 2, this beautiful labradorite sphere. And so for all of you who chose this deck, let's see what's going on in your love lives. Clear. What is going on for my beautiful souls from pile number 2? What's going on? What energies are we tapping into and picking up on? What is going on for all my beautiful people in pile number 2? Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles as the first card out here. And then we have the Seven of Wands. And so I'm feeling this as somebody who's really stable and secure right now. Really stable and secure in themselves. And really not trying to mess around with anybody else. You notice in these two cards, it's like they're looking off to the side. Their eyes are closed. They're not paying attention to anybody else. They're not getting caught up in anybody else's bullshit, is sort of like the way I feel about these cards right here. It's sort of like you are sitting on your throne and you're not worried about anybody or anything else. You're not letting anything else detract from your peace. So let's get some more energy here. So this feels a bit like a single reading. And then we have the Queen of Wands coming out, right? And so this is, I mean, she is joyful and passionate and she's fun. I get a super fun energy coming from her. So I feel like you guys are very much, I mean, you got two queens coming out here. So very much for whoever this pile is for, like in your queendom right now. You're having a good time, you're chilling, you are stacking your pentacles, you are creating, you are like playing with the energy, really just enjoying your life and not really worrying too much about anybody or anything else, which of course we know is the energy that always attracts things in, right? And then we have the Justice card. Yeah. So feeling as though you have been served some justice, I feel like the scales have been balanced. I feel like for some of you guys, it's like you've been triumphant in one sense or another, like in a situation possibly, whether it could have been a legal situation, something that was ruled in your favor, just some situation where possibly, even for some of you guys, I feel like you were in the public eye a little bit and you went through your reputation possibly at some points, went through the ringer a little bit in one regard or another, or there was something that happened that's been set right. Sort of like the story was set straight or something is almost the energy that I'm feeling. Oh, and now we got the King of Pentacles coming out, the counterpart to the Queen of Pentacles. And he also has, I mean, he has a great vibe to him, sitting there with that wolf, right? And he's just like smiling and relaxed. A very welcoming, very relaxed energy. And it's almost like, I feel like this guy is sort of like the lone wolf. That's why that wolf is there. Like, he's kind of like the leader of his own pack. He may be the entire pack. So it's kind of like what we said, with when you don't need anything, that's when it comes in. So tell me more about this King of Pentacles. We have the Tower. We have the Three of Wands. And we have the Chariot. Interesting. So I feel as though this is somebody who has had some sort of realization about how they feel about you. And they're just kind of waiting for the right time to take action on it. I feel like they're watching you, and maybe they've been watching you go through whatever it was that you were going through and really come out on top in that situation and really build yourself back up. And now they're just sort of, they're waiting for this opportunity to come in and offer you something. And so for some of you guys, this is romantic. I know this is a love reading. For others of you, though, this is an opportunity that's going to be offered to you. But I almost feel like it's somebody who, this Tower energy is kind of like they maybe didn't even look at you or think about you in the light that they think about you now. But something about watching your journey has really has shown them something. Like they've seen something in you that they hadn't seen before. So this might be somebody that you know and that you've known for a while. And now it's sort of like that flame has been lit. It's like the lightning struck. It created the fire, and now that fire is just steadily burning, and they're waiting for the right time to come in and offer you something of substance, right? This is Pentacles. And then we have the Wheel, right? This is blessings. Destined and fated events, blessings. And then the Two of Wands, right? So this is decisions. So I feel almost like, and the Ace of Wands, which is that inspiration, that new passionate cycle. But this is like a whole new cycle. The way that I look at this is like spiritual upliftment, right? And so there's some sort of blessing and something, I feel like it's something that you've been working on manifesting, something that was meant to be manifested into your reality. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this Ace of Wands here. And then we have the Hermit. So this is definitely a spiritual awakening. And the Death card, Rebirth. Definitely a spiritual awakening here. There's some sort of spiritual awakening that is happening. That's the blessing. That's the blessing in and of itself. Is this awakening, this transformation? Interesting. This transformation. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is whether this transformation is a result of this person or whether this transformation happens first. Got the King of Swords and the Ten of Swords over here. Interesting. I feel I was gonna say maybe this is somebody from your past, but I'm feeling like this. I'm almost feeling like this was them in the past. Like they were the King of Swords and now they're the King of Pentacles. And remember, you can flop this away in whatever way it fits. You may be this person that I'm talking about now watching this other person and having this awakening about this other person. Yeah. But I feel like the King of Pentacles was the King of Swords. And by that, I mean he was more of a colder, more aloof type of energy. Maybe not a very emotionally connected type of person. Very much ruled by logic, very much in their minds. And I feel like they've moved out of this cycle. Like this Ten of Swords energy for them was moving. There was a major cycle that they moved out of. Possibly a painful cycle, but definitely a cycle that made them more open, that made them more giving, where they may have not have been. They may have been more withholding before. Yeah, this is really interesting how this energy is coming out. I feel like a lot of this is about this King of Pentacles, King of Swords energy. And yeah, like this person has had a major awakening. This person has had a major awakening. And at the end of the day, part of what this awakening is leading to, I feel like. What is this awakening leading to? I feel like this awakening is leading to a call to action, the Judgment card, to action around their Queen of Pentacles here. Yeah, and we have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Moon. Right, so this is a lot of that youthful, fiery energy. It's like, I feel like it helped them to see and understand places where they were maybe passionate, but they weren't necessarily like they weren't open. They weren't open in the way that they wanted to be. There was a lot that they didn't see and didn't understand. I feel like they really had to learn the art of surrender somehow. Right? Because the King of Swords isn't really an energy that wants to surrender. The King of Swords is an energy that wants to fight, right? And so it's almost like they put the sword down. And that's what this Ten of Swords energy is. Right? They put the sword down. They really surrendered. Possibly even asked for guidance. And really did, get in touch more with the emotional self. Allow themselves to sink deeper into the depths of their own unconscious and discover what was truly there. And now they're here with this romantic offering here, or desiring to make this romantic offer. Are they actually going to make it though? Yeah, see, there's that energy, the 5 and the 6 of Swords. Right. The conflict, the moving on from the conflict. And then we have the Hierophant and we have the 8 of Wands. So I would say yes. Communication, possible commitment. They are going to come forward and make an offer. And so this could be, like I said, this could be somebody that you've known for a long time that you haven't had a romantic interaction with. Who's just been going through all of this other stuff. All of this stuff. And really had to learn. And I feel like what they had to learn how to surrender was their heart. They really didn't know how to experience and how to get in touch with their emotions. They were led very much by their minds. And now somehow they've had this awakening that really helped to teach them how to let go, how to surrender, how to live more from their heart space. And now, as a result of that, they're ready to move forward, with something. And so, what I want to know now is, how is our Queen of Pentacles going to react to this? How is our Queen of Pentacles going to react to this? Yeah, an alternative version of this for some people is that this is somebody that you actually, that you did date in the past, and they weren't able to open up emotionally. They weren't able, they just experienced a lot of conflict and kind of pulled away, maybe even ghosted you, and you really pulled yourself together in that time and became really a force all on your own, and they've noticed that, and that energy is now drawing them back in now that they've gone through their own awakening process. So that is another possibility for some people for pile number 2. So how is the Queen of Pentacles going to react to this communication, to this offer? And we have the Ace of Cups coming out. All right, so I would say favorably. And then the 10 of Pentacles. All right. Yeah. So I would say that this is going to be a favorable, when this person comes forward, I would say that they are going to be received favorably, which is really beautiful energy, because I feel like this person has done a lot of growing, and you know, the King of Pentacles is the most stable energy in the deck, right? As far as all of the kings and queens go. So that's a real transformation. And yeah, I mean, it's just looking really beautiful and really, really good here. Yeah, I like it. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. This was for, and then we have the Devil reversed on the bottom of the deck, which is good. So that's coming out of all of that energy right there, I think. Yeah, it's also having to face a lot of those shadow energies and really look at those. But that process has happened, I do believe. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading for pile number 2. And now let's see what's going on in love for pile number 3. This other beautiful labradorite piece here. Yes, I do like labradorite. Clear. All right, what's going on for my pile number 3s? Love reading for pile number 3. Love reading for pile number 3. Let's see. All right, what energies do we have for pile number 3? What's going on here in pile number 3's love life? First card out, Ace of Wands, Passion Ignited. Woo, beautiful. That is a great first card. All right, let's get some more about this. This is creative passion. This is spiritual passion. Oh, and then we got the 5 of Wands, obstacles and challenges. Interesting. All right, let's get some more. And then we have positive movement forward. All right. Which would be, what would that be here? No, it can't be. I always get confused with the color, so we're not even going to play around. I was going to say it can't be the 8 of Wands, because the wands are the purple. I never quite remember. But then we have the 4 of Cups, discontent and boredom. All right, so I feel as though there were obstacles and challenges here in your path. I feel as though you guys were you met somebody and there's a lot of passion involved. But there have also been a lot of obstacles and a lot of challenges. So you've been moving through a lot of different energies here. Like this feeling as though there is this positive movement forward, but then there's also all of these challenges that are having to become these hurdles that you're having to move over along the way. So it's like you're making progress, but it just continues to be these challenges and obstacles. And that's where this 4 of Cups energy comes in, is just this sort of frustration of like, this got off to such a good start. Like, why why are there constantly all of these bumps in the road? It's like, I feel like we're moving forward and then we're moving back. And then we're moving forward and then we're moving back. And it's just like, so just a really, really confusing, irritating energy. And with this financial and material changes, I'm feeling like there's just a lot of change going on. We have 2 5s here. A lot of change for one or both of you. And so that change, and for some people, this has to do with real world physical things, right? Job stuff, career stuff, home living situation stuff for some people. There's a lot going on in the physical world that is, and that's what some of these challenges are, is just learning how to navigate all of that and how to continue. It's like there is this passion, right? This Ace of Wands, this is a passionate new cycle. But it's like a cycle fraught with real world challenges that need to be overcome in order to continue having that positive movement forward. And then we have the 13, the Death card, transformation. So I feel like this situation is going to transform. I feel like this situation, that's part of that change energy, is constantly transforming. And so it is going to continue to do so. And it's kind of just like holding on for the ride right now. I feel like the material situation is going to transform as well. And so if there have been issues, like money issues going on, if that has been an issue in your relationship, or just that's been causing friction for whatever reason, either somebody works a lot, somebody is maybe recently lost a lot in their lives and are trying to rebuild it. Whatever the situation is, they owe a lot of money. There is a transformation coming in terms of that as well with the universe and triumph. There's a lot of positive energy coming through that's going to transform that situation. And just your relationship in general is going to transform, I think. So it's just sort of like, I feel like it's just hanging on for that. Hanging in for that transformation, like understanding, bringing it back to the passion. Always bring it back to the passion. There is absolutely, with this Ace of Wands card here, there is passion between you guys. And with this 8 of whatever whatever suit that is right there, I think that's actually the 8 of Pentacles. There is progress being made. There is work. There is work. The work being put in is paying off. It's just in the meantime, it might not always feel good. And it might always, you guys may not be able to have as much fun as you would like to have right now. And that's sort of like, it's kind of like, that's a bummer. It's sort of energy, right? Because it's navigating this physical reality and figuring out how to navigate that successfully has its own challenges. But like, hang in there, because things are going to transform, and there's a whole new cycle, a whole new triumphant cycle coming around any of these outer issues, these like more Saturnian type issues and lessons that are going on right now. Any other energy that wants to come out? Yeah, then we have temptation and material harvest. Okay, which is interesting. Get me some more on the temptation. What's up with the temptation card? Authority and crown chakra. Interesting. All right, with light on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this is somebody stepping into their spiritual authority as well. Somebody who is sort of, I feel like there may be struggles. So for some people, there may be addiction type struggles. Somebody's moving out of a cycle of addiction. And this could be addiction to anything. This could be addiction to work. This could be an addiction to substances. This could be an addiction to power, to prestige, an addiction to worrying for some people. Lots of different things about what this addictive energy is. But whatever this addictive cycle is, it's sort of like they're gaining authority over it. You or them are gaining authority over this aspect of the self, this sort of the lower, more primal instincts for some, and overspending, whatever it is. Yeah, There's some sort of enlightenment that's coming in around that, that's really going to allow you to step into your authority and sort of kick the ass of whatever this demon is, whatever this temptation is that keeps leading you astray. And that's going to bring in this material harvest. Yeah. So for a lot of people, this is issues around money. There's a lot of that energy coming through here. Yeah, and there's then all of the there are incredible rewards for that. For some people, it's even like a scarcity mentality. Is sort of like what that, it's like that those tempting old cycles of thoughts that lead to negative manifestations in the outer reality. And then we have the intuition card, the High Priestess, coming in. Yeah, so somebody connecting much more deeply with their spiritual selves, getting some sense of enlightenment that really frees them from a lot of these devil type issues that are going on, and really helps to, and that then brings you through into a whole different season of harvest here. Yeah, so I really like that. That's good energy coming through. Let's see here. Where else do we want to go with this? Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that energy of just like hang on through this cycle. Hang on and understand. Anytime that we are in a situation with someone, right, that one person is experiencing this energy, we got 2 7s here too. There's a reason for it, right? It's teaching us something as well. So really, I mean, with this mirror energy here, look at what you can learn from this situation too. If this is one person going through all of this, what is that mirroring back and showing you and teaching you about yourself? About where you could stand to grow some more, or about where you have grown. And if you have already grown and you've been through some of this, how can you help lead the other person through this? Right? Maybe you're here to guide them and you're here to teach them as well. Then we have 18, the shadow, coming out. Yeah, so really looking into that. Once again, we see their reflections of each other, right? And so what is being revealed, what is being shown to you by this other person, by the situations that they're going through? I want to pull a couple sacred soulmates, clear, oracle guards. Let's get some more guidance. What's going on in this connection here? That's too many cards. What's going on in this connection here? Tell me about some of the energies here that we're working on, that we're working through. Okay. Important messages are being given in dreams. And new love or a new phase in love is beginning. And so for some of you guys, this is the new love, and then this is everything that's happening that's sort of making you stop and be like, well, wait, there's so much other stuff going on right now. Like, where do I even fit into all of this? And for some of you guys, this is like a new phase. This is that world, that triumph, that transformation energy. This is a new phase that's getting ready to start for you. And it is saying important messages are being given in your dreams. And so pay attention to those. Pay attention to those and what those might be teaching you or showing you as well. Any other energies? We have a stalemate situation. Someone needs to take decisive action. There's that Emperor card, right? And parasitic symbiotic. One party benefits while the other is depleted. Energy support and empathy are not equal. Give and take needs to become more balanced. And so that could be something that helps to balance out this energy as well as like learning that energy of give and take. It's almost like somebody has this tendency to kind of hoard. They could hoard. It could be hoarding money. It could be hoarding their time. It could be hoarding affection. It's just they like to keep. It's like they feel, I'm seeing like the Four of Pentacles card in my head, right? Like they keep so much so close to them because they're afraid they're not going to have enough. And so that when they get into that, that's part of this temptation energy, right? When they get into that mode, they're not able to be giving. They're not able to be offering. And it says on the bottom of the deck, a return of passions and play, community is healing, laughter, travel, and new things can re-spark your love life. So yeah, for some of you guys, this is like you trying to get that spark back, because that spark has faded. Like initially it was there, but then all of this stuff sort of got in the way. Yeah. Yeah. And now it's like you're sort of in this place where maybe both parties are just so focused on the outer things that are going on that you're not really having that... You're not really having that time for each other, and you really want to, you want to lighten the energy. You want to balance the energy. You want to take some sort of action to shift the energy. That's what I feel like with decisive action. Is part of it is like somebody is being guided, possibly in their dreams. Right, we have the dreams card, we have the intuition, the crown chakra. Somebody is being guided toward the action that they need to take to release themselves from this devil energy. Right, from whatever that energy is for them, and that action is very important because that's going to move them out of this energy. That's going to move them. That's going to help things gain momentum and help things begin to shift. And so if you are this person that needs to take action, then pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your intuition, and sort of like what steps you're being guided to take to change your situation. Yeah. How can you change? How can you shift that energy? What steps can you take to shift that energy? Anything else here? Get one more card. White flag. Someone wants another chance to make things right. The desire to do things better. Yeah. So if this is energy where you're in that phase, like I said, of sort of like giving up because it just seems like there's too much going on right now and things aren't working out, the guidance is that somebody they do want to shift the energy. They're not wanting to be so one-sided. They're not wanting to be sort of like in that selfish kind of hoarding type of energy. They're wanting to give more. They're wanting to do things better. It's just... There's actions and things that they need to take in order to do that. And it is, I mean, there is absolutely a possibility for a new beginning here. If the actions are taken, it's just like, what are those actions? How, like, what needs to be done? And then past life soulmate, you've had many past lives together. So this is somebody from past lifetime. So what needs to be done? What action needs to be taken here? Clear. What action needs to be taken in order to shift this energy here? And the Emperor wanting to pop out there. But we'll see if that comes out. The Queen of Wands also almost popped out. But we'll see. Okay. All right. What action needs to be taken? So we have love, Two of Cups. We have loyalty, Four of Cups. And we have the Knight of Swords. Or luxury, rather, not loyalty. So the Knight of Swords is swift action. So swift action wanting to be taken. And this is a lot of emotional energy, right? With the love. And the luxury would be the Four of Cups, which would be emotional energy. Then we have the Hanged Man. This is that pause. This is also that shift in perspective. Then we have the Magician and worry coming out. So somebody needs to master their mind. When it comes to their mind's ability to play tricks on them, to get them into this anxiety, into this like scarcity and this lack mentality, right? But there needs to be action taken around love. Around really showing somebody how they feel. They need to show somebody how they feel. It's sort of like, that's what I feel is going on, is there's a lot of physical, real world, financial, different things going on. And this person is trapped in a state of worry and manifesting more worry. Possibly both people are trapped in this cycle and manifesting more of that energy into the connection, because you're mirroring each other, right? With the shadow energy. And so there needs to be action taken to really kind of like dote on the other person, to show them that you care. One person needs to show the other person that they care, to show them that they are committed, to show them, to kind of like dote on them and like take them out to a nice romantic dinner, spoil them a little bit. And this needs to happen with this Knight of Swords action. Is like, it needs to happen fast, is what I'm feeling. Because somebody is giving up on this connection. Somebody is giving up on this connection because they feel like things aren't going anywhere. Even though we have this positive movement forward, they feel like it's always 2 steps forward and 10 steps back kind of energy. And there needs to be that tell me more about this Hangman, this shift in perspective here. Doing things differently, that's what I'm feeling from the Hangman. Things need to be done. The way that things have been done in the past is not going to work anymore. So somebody needs to come up with a new way of doing things. And then we have abundance, the 3 of Cups, right? So there's all of these cards about this shift, and I feel like there's so much stress about this material, so much emphasis put on the material. But like what somebody's needing to realize and learn and understand is that when the spiritual shifts, the material shifts too. And so we don't have to focus so much on the material. If we focus on our own growth and expansion as souls, that naturally comes with it. And this is luxury, love, and abundance. All of these cups card, that's all emotional wealth, right? So it's like somebody needs to see also the value of emotional wealth, the value of spiritual wealth, and how that can translate then naturally and effortlessly into physical wealth. That's the awakening. That's what needs to happen that causes this awakening and this breakthrough that then does bring in that abundance too and releases that stress. Because I feel like that's a big stress on whatever this connection is like money and resources and time. Money, resources, and time. All right, let's see. And then we have the Prince of Wands. The Ace of Wands. So that's the Ace of Wands coming up twice here in 2 different decks. And then the 3 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. So I feel like collaboration is really going to be helpful here. I feel like one person kind of came into the other person's life to show them a different way. To show them, and like they may not necessarily want to see it. They may be a little bit stuck in their ways, but one of you came to shake the other one out of their routine, to shake them out of their limited way of seeing things and open them up to something better, and really teach them how to broaden their horizons, to really ignite this passion within them, right? The Prince of Wands, the Ace of Wands. There's a lot of passion, once again, wanting to be ignited here, wanting to be reignited. And this person really needs it. This person really needs it in order to get out of this rut, because I feel like that's what they're in. They're in a rut. All right, let's see. I want to get one closing guidance card from the Archangel Power Tarot. One closing card for closing guidance for pile number 3. The Lovers. Make choices from your heart. Deeply emotional commitments. The power of love. Make choices from your heart coming through strongly. Somebody needs to learn how to let their heart lead. And then we have solutions on the bottom of the deck. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. that compromise energy. And then the Two of Cups underneath that. Oh, and I love that message there. It says, two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful, kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. All right. So that message really coming through. Don't give up on this person. Don't give up on this situation. The power of love is transforming the situation. And there is deep love here. So it's about leading from the heart and not from the head, getting out of the tormented energy of the head, getting out of being trapped in this material and all of this outer 3D. It's like that higher 5D love wants to come in, but all of this three-dimensional garbage is kind of in the way. It's sort of like somebody is not quite awakened yet, and they're in the process of awakening. And this other person is coming in to help them awaken to the power of their heart. And to just helping them to elevate spiritually so they can see beyond the mundane. And they can see how they have the power to shift everything in their lives. And I think that things are going to shift. That realization, that awakening is going to happen. And then it's going to be absolutely beautiful. And you could create and build something really beautiful together is what I'm feeling. Yeah, and then the Ace of Cups underneath that. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. So that is what's on the horizon here. If you guys would like to get into this more deeply, if this resonated with you, please reach out to me for a personal reading. We can also do an energy healing. We can help clear some of this energy. It's really amazing, especially when there's such a heavy mirroring aspect and this teaching aspect and all of this. When we shift our own energy, the way that it shifts our relationships and the people around us can be really profound sometimes, especially in a connection, in a very deep connection. So, yeah, absolutely reach out to me if any of that interests you. I hope you guys enjoyed these readings. They were very intriguing tonight, very interesting. There are links down below to donate to my channel if you feel so moved to do so. It is appreciated. Like I said, my email's down below. If you like this video, like, share, subscribes, comments, all of that stuff really does help the channel to continue to grow. And it helps to continue to support and inspire me. I love making these videos for you guys and spending this time with you. So let me know how you enjoyed this reading, how this resonated. I love doing these pick-a-pile readings. It's really fun to get into all of the different energies. And so I may do these on a variety of different topics as we continue moving forward. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Happy Valentine's Day. Whenever it is that you're watching this, whenever you found it is when it was meant to resonate and when you were meant to hear it. All right, bye.